Pretty straightforward chamber. All you have to do is just pick a target and attack it. It's easy because everything is coming towards you anyways. So like if you attack the flowers, the slimes will jump towards you. If you attack the slimes, then the whopper flowers will dig towards you. I go for the whopper flowers just because you can put an aura on them. Especially if you use Kazuha for the double swirl, that could be useful to swirl Hydro and whatever element you're using. So that's just something to keep in mind. Some people might wonder why I'm not using my Hu Tao burst. It's because it's really ideal to use it at the end of your E, just like extend the E duration by a bit, because the burst snapshots, right? And by the time my E ends, I'm not really in a good position to burst, and charge attacks do more damage than the burst anyways if I'm using Shimenawa, so there's just no reason for me to burst right now. A lot of people like running 2 carries with Hu Tao or Childe just because they think during their downtime they can use their second carry, and this video kind of showcases why that doesn't really work, because it's like your supports are meant for Hu Tao or for Childe. Splitting them up, it just doesn't make sense. It's like playing with half of a team, and when you're on your other carry, you can't really do anything because there's nothing to support them. Also, just wanted to mention here, if you ever get in a situation where you're about to die, just randomly burst with anyone, because that will save your character from dying. And of course, if you're low on health at the end of a chamber and you need some more health back, there's still some time on the timer, might as well just take some time to heal up and charge your energy before you go to the next chamber. This one is more of a fun showcase because my Childe is pretty hyper invested. I can use him as a main DPS on this floor because everything is Pyro anyways, so I can get tons of Vapes, Riptide procs, and you just see the power of the Kazuha grouping plus Childe Beast and Riptides. It's amazing, but I probably wouldn't recommend playing Childe in this kind of situation because like if you're not hyper invested and can't just one-shot everything, you're gonna have a rough time with like Xiangling against Pyro Slime and stuff like that. Pretty straightforward floor. Only important thing to remember is that if you're not strong enough to one-shot them like I can, you want to go for the Animal Boxer first because he can regenerate the shields of the other Fatui. When you get to the Siphon Mages, I am using Hu Tao, and charge attacks can be sketchy as hell because those Siphon Flies can just mess up your targeting. So you can see me messing around with my normal attacks, doing a few more normal attacks or slowing them down, just try to see like what direction I'm going to go in if I use my charge attacks.
为了阎王帝君，左手接带，反省吧。支持成景断，起。
Second wave of this floor are 2 Karagi, a fire one and an electro one. Like all other Karagi, you have to kill them at the same time, or else once you kill one, the other one will regenerate a lot of its HP back. The Pyro one has a Pyro aura on it, so that's the orb. It'll follow you around. Basically just tank the first hit or dodge it as soon as it hits you and run out of the circle. It does that 3 times before it stops for a few seconds, and that gives you some time to breathe. The Electro one, it will make this triangle-shaped fence. Just make sure not to touch the triangle and you're good. One thing I did wrong here was that there's a Hypostasis next floor, so you can't generate that much energy. You'll want to leave the Karagi alive for a bit if you have the time, and just generate energy off of them before moving on to the next floor. Fun fact, this is the first time I've ever fought the Hydro Hypostasis. I thought the strategy of Pyro to vape while it's down was pretty good, then Cryo to kill the slimes before it can reach the middle. Again, this boss has a move that you didn't see because I killed it too fast. it has some tidal waves come up from the edge of the map, so it might be wise to stay in the center of the map so you know where to dodge to.
我会跟上的。
My gameplay here is embarrassingly bad. I'm sorry, but I suck at aiming. I don't play shooters. It doesn't get any better than this. This thing actually flies around a lot. It was hard for me, okay? So if you're as bad at aiming as I am, just play Xingqiu, play Mona, play Barbara, whatever it takes to like take down the shield in a faster way than I did, because honestly this is just embarrassing. I tried to set up for a one-shot with Tartaglia. The Kazuha here ended up being kind of pointless. Maybe I should have taken Xingqiu instead. Remember, you can redo chambers and get less than 3 stars if you get 3 stars before, and it would still count. So maybe optimize your team a bit more than I did here, and try to set up for as much damage during the Pyro Hypostasis downtime as possible, whether it's something like a Chongyun burst, Ganyu charge attacks, Tartaglia burst, you know, anything that can take down the Hypostasis really fast, because honestly its HP is kind of low, so it's not that hard to one-shot it or like kill it in one rotation if you have a really built-up carry like a Chongyun, a Tartaglia, a Ganyu. I'm sure Zhongli would help a lot too, because that can let you tank hits and, you know, apply Hydra a lot faster, but honestly I don't like playing Zhongli that much, and a lot of people don't have Zhongli, so I wanted to do it without Zhongli just to show off what it might look like.
夜明，不赖了，破绽，稍纵即逝，要上了。